Alright, I have an update on this recovered Ford F-150, a 2017 model. Yesterday I replaced the side window and the super cab door. I have a video on that. But I still had not heard it run yet. So first electric start would not work, would not crank the engine. There was nothing there at all. I found after crawling underneath that the transmission shift cable had separated from the transmission. Somebody had removed it. Why, I have no idea. Anyway, I put that back on and then the engine would turn over, but it would not fire. Now there had been many fuses missing from this fuse box. Why a thief would steal fuses out of it, I have no idea. There must have been like a dozen fuses missing. So I printed off a fuse layout from the internet. But there's a series of fuses in this area that were not specified in the fuse layout. I just assumed that they didn't do anything. Anyway, also I had to replace the fuel tank on this, being there's holes drilled in it. So I replaced that, but I didn't know if the fuel pump worked or not. But as I cranked it a bunch, I could smell some gasoline, so I thought, well, it must be working. So maybe it's not getting spark. So I looked on YouTube and I came upon a video that showed number 99 is a fuse that's very critical. That supplies power to the coils. So I put that fuse in, turned the ignition, and much to my surprise, it fired right up. With the catalytic converters being cut off, it's very loud. It's coming right out of the headers, basically. So I have some other issues that I need to address. I have replaced the steering wheel, but I think I needed to replace the clock spring because these controls aren't working. I don't think it's getting current through the clock spring. Plus, there's some issues with the engine itself. There's some camshaft timing issues. I think the airbag light warning is because of the clock spring again. It's not communicating. And I had to replace this component within the steering column up inside here because I could not shift it. I couldn't get it out apart. And I replaced this part and that took care of it. So making progress anyway. Otherwise, it only moves under its own power. That's always a good thing. And it shifts. I've only had it up to 4th gear. I've only had it down my driveway and back, so I don't know. I assume the transmission is fine, but don't really know until it's been out on the road. Anyway, I guess that's about it for now. This is my first long drive going across the pasture.